this dates from 50 BC. It's from within a year and a half of her coming to the throne. And it says at the top, the Queen Basilissae, that's Cleopatra, made this royal order pros taxandum.
Welcome to This is Life in Egypt, 30 Curiosities of the world's most interesting country. On this trip, we will discover Egypt's wonders. Egypt is a place where ancient history meets lively technology. It has many different kinds of natural and cultural wonders, from the famous pyramids and the beautiful Nile to busy markets and quiet deserts. Come with us as we look into the unique things that make Egypt an exciting place to visit. Number 30. Location and extension. Egypt is unique because it is at the intersection of Africa and Asia. This strategic location has been critical to the country's culture and historical growth. Egypt is more than 1 million square kilometers big, primarily in northeastern Africa. The Sinai Peninsula, on the other hand, goes into Asia. The Mediterranean Sea is to the north, and the Red Sea is to the east of this vast area. These seas have been important trade and cultural paths for hundreds of years. The vast Western Desert and the Nubian Desert form the western and southern borders of the country, respectively. The Eastern Desert forms the eastern border. Egypt has a dry climate, but the Nile River, the longest river in the world, runs through it from south to north, making a fertile valley where most people live and farm. Number 29. Regions of Egypt. Egypt is comprised of 4 distinct regions, each possessing its own unique geographical and cultural characteristics. The Nile Valley is widely regarded as the central region of Egypt, characterized by its abundant fertility and situated alongside the majestic Nile River. It serves as the residence for most of the population and is the hub for the nation's agricultural endeavors. The Western Desert, which spans approximately 2/3 of Egypt's land area, is sparsely inhabited and renowned for its expansive stretches of sand and distinctive oases such as Siwa and Bahariya. The Eastern Desert, between the Nile Valley and the Red Sea, showcases its majestic mountain ranges and boasts abundant mineral resources such as gold and gemstones. The Sinai Peninsula is widely recognized for its breathtaking landscapes, rich historical importance, and renowned tourist attractions such as Sharm el-Sheikh and Mount Sinai. From an administrative standpoint, Egypt is divided into 27 provinces, governorates, each under the governance of local authorities. This system ensures a sense of regional diversity and effective governance. Number 28. Cairo. Cairo, a vibrant city in Egypt and the largest in Africa and the Arab world, is a bustling metropolis with a population of approximately 20 million. This city exudes a captivating atmosphere with its harmonious blend of ancient and modern architecture, resulting in a vibrant and dynamic environment. At its heart is Tahrir Square, surrounded by the Egyptian Museum, which boasts an extraordinary assortment of ancient artifacts. Located on the city's outskirts, the Giza Plateau is home to the renowned pyramids and the Sphinx, which represent Egypt's majestic past. Modern Cairo is known for its vibrant markets, such as Khan El-Khalili, where visitors can immerse themselves in the lively atmosphere and experience the city's rich culture. The city boasts a vast network of bridges that elegantly traverse the majestic Nile, seamlessly linking the rich heritage of historic quarters with the modernity of contemporary districts. Cairo's vibrant essence is constantly evolving, paying homage to its rich history while embracing the possibilities of the future. Number 27. History of Egypt. The history of Egypt is a magnificent blend of ancient splendor and contemporary evolution. The story commences in pre-dynastic times, approximately 3100 BCE, when Upper and Lower Egypt were unified under the rule of the first pharaoh. This pivotal event laid the foundation for constructing the renowned pyramids of Giza during the Old Kingdom. The Middle and New Kingdoms were characterized by remarkable accomplishments in art, culture, and military prowess under the rule of renowned leaders such as Ramses II and Hatshepsut. Throughout history, Egypt has been a sought-after destination for numerous conquerors, such as the Hyksos, Assyrians, and Persians. However, Alexander the Great's triumph marked the beginning of the Hellenistic era, which the Ptolemaic dynasty governed. The reign of Rome commenced in 30 BCE, followed by the Byzantine and later Islamic administrations starting from the 7th century. The British occupation in the 19th century posed a formidable challenge to the control of the Ottoman Empire. Number 26. Formation of Egypt. A sequence of significant conquests has influenced the establishment of Egypt as a contemporary nation. In the 6th century BCE, the Persian Empire established control, bringing forth novel administrative practices and cultural influences. The advent of Alexander the Great in 332 BCE heralded the commencement of the Ptolemaic dynasty, which ingeniously amalgamated Greek culture with Egyptian traditions, solidifying Alexandria's position as a prominent center of cultural significance. The Roman Empire's dominion over Egypt commenced in 30 BCE, as it recognized the immense value of Egypt's strategic position and abundant resources. Following the decline of the Roman Empire, Egypt became part of the Byzantine Empire and later came under the rule of the Islamic caliphates in the 7th century. This period brought about significant cultural and religious transformations. The Ottoman Empire assumed control in the 16th century, while British occupation commenced in 1882. Number 25. Nile River. The Nile River is the longest in the world, at over 6,800 kilometers. It has been essential to Egypt's growth for thousands of years. The Nile flows from south to north through northeastern Africa. It is significant for Egypt's agriculture and business because it brings water and fertile soil to an otherwise dry landscape. In history, it helped one of the world's earliest societies grow by keeping farming going and making trade easier. The Nile flooded every year, leaving behind nutrient-rich silt along its banks. This made a green passage that ancient Egyptian society relied on. Regular flooding made it possible to grow crops, which was necessary for the security and wealth of the pharaoh's reigns. The river also helped people and things move around by connecting Upper and Lower Egypt and being a major transportation route. Number 24. Suez Canal. The Suez Canal, which was finished in 1869, serves as a crucial man-made waterway that links the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea. This strategic passageway has completely transformed global maritime trade by creating a direct route between Europe and Asia, significantly decreasing travel time and distance. Before the canal was built, ships had to make a dangerous and time-consuming journey around the southern tip of Africa. The construction of the canal, led by French engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps, required extensive engineering work to overcome the rugged terrain and climate of the region. Completing this project ushered in a new era of international commerce, further boosting Egypt's geopolitical and economic importance. The Suez Canal plays a vital role in global trade, as it manages a substantial amount of the world's shipping traffic and acts as a crucial connection for oil and goods. This waterway's strategic importance continues to significantly impact global economics and geopolitics, establishing its position as one of the most crucial waterways in the world. Number 23. Khan El-Khalili. One of Cairo's most famous and ancient markets is Khan El-Khalili, which has existed since 1382. This busy market is right in the middle of Islamic Cairo and has a lot of different sights, sounds, and smells. The market has been around for more than 600 years and is known for its lively environment and wide range of goods. People can walk down narrow streets of shops selling everything from hand-woven fabrics and jewelry with detailed designs to fragrant spices and traditional antiques. People who know how to haggle make the market even livelier. It's an old custom that makes the experience better. Khan El-Khalili is more than just a place to shop. It's also a cultural journey showing Cairo's rich history and lively daily life. Number 22. Egyptian cuisine. Egyptian food is a rich mix of Mediterranean and Middle Eastern flavors from the country's long history of cultural exchanges. Many people know ful medems as a hearty stew made from fava beans, often served with lemon, olive oil, and garlic. Koshari is another staple. It's a famous street food made of rice, lentils, pasta, and a spicy tomato sauce with crispy onions. Falafel is a popular meatless dish made from ground chickpeas or fava beans. It is usually served in pita bread with salad and tahini sauce. Locally, stuffed veggies are called mahshi. They are made by stuffing different vegetables like bell peppers, zucchini, and eggplant with a mix of rice, herbs, and spices. Number 21. Luxor. Luxor is famous for its fantastic collection of ancient Egyptian monuments. It is often called the world's largest open-air museum. The beautiful Temple of Luxor is on the east bank of the Nile River. It is famous for its grand entry and complicated hieroglyphs. The nearby Karnak Temple complex is one of Egypt's most significant and impressive temples. It has enormous obelisks, colossal columns, and intricate carvings that show how grand ancient Egyptian buildings and religious practices were. The west bank of Luxor is just as impressive. It has the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, where the tombs of pharaohs like Tutankhamun and other famous people were found. Visitors can get a unique view of these ancient sites and the surrounding landscape by riding in a hot air balloon. Number 20. Valley of the Kings. One of Egypt's most important archaeological places is the Valley of the Kings on the west bank of the Nile River near Luxor. It is famous for the elaborate tombs cut into the limestone rocks and used as the main burial ground for pharaohs and other important people during the New Kingdom, around 1539–1075 BCE. There are 63 known tombs in the valley. Howard Carter found the famous tomb of Tutankhamun there in 1922. Even though Tutankhamun's tomb wasn't massive compared to others, it got a lot of attention worldwide because it contained many interesting artifacts, like the famous gold mask, that taught us a lot about how Egyptians buried their dead and how royal life worked. The Valley of the Kings is integral to Egyptian history and archaeology. Number 19. Gouna. Gouna is a beautiful resort town on Egypt's Red Sea coast. It is known for its high-end lodgings and dedication to protecting the environment. Since its establishment in the 1980s, Gouna has become a top tourist spot, combining luxurious living with eco-friendly practices. The town has a network of lagoons and canals that are all linked. These create beautiful views and a calm atmosphere. People who love water sports will love its beautiful beaches and clear blue water, perfect for snorkeling, diving, kite surfing, and sailing. Gouna is also known for its high-end resorts, fine dining, and lively nightlife, which give visitors a classy but laid-back experience. Sustainable building practices and water conservation are some of the town's environmental efforts that show how much it cares about protecting the natural beauty of the Red Sea area. Number 18. Aswan. The southern Egyptian city of Aswan has traditionally played an essential role in trade due to its advantageous location on the Nile River, which connects Egypt to Africa. In the past, it served as a significant hub for exchanging spices, gold, and ivory. In modern times, Aswan has become famous for its incredible monuments. By creating Lake Nasser and controlling the flooding of the Nile, the Aswan High Dam, a remarkable feat of engineering, completed in 1970, revolutionized Egypt's agricultural and power generation. Ramses II constructed the Abu Simbel temples on the mountainside in the 13th century BCE. They are another notable attraction. Remarkably, in the 1960s, these magnificent temples were moved to save them from being swallowed up by Lake Nasser. They were dedicated to the gods Ra-Horakhti and Amon-Ra. Number 17. Red Sea Coast. Egypt's Red Sea coast is famous for its outstanding natural beauty. It has some of the country's most beautiful beaches and underwater ecosystems. The coast runs along the eastern edge of Egypt and is famous for its clear seas, clean sand beaches, and healthy coral reefs. Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh are two popular tourist spots and are the region's main attractions. Hurghada is a busy tourist town famous for its water sports, like snorkeling, diving, and kite surfing, as well as its lively nightlife and fun things to do with the whole family. Sharm el-Sheikh is further south and is known for its high-end resorts and world-class dive spots, like Ras Mohammed National Park, which has some of the most beautiful marine life in the Red Sea. Number 16. Sinai Peninsula. The Sinai Peninsula holds great historical and religious importance, located between the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. Many consider it where Moses received the Ten Commandments, making it a highly respected site in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The peninsula's breathtaking landscapes, with the majestic Mount Sinai and the endless desert, add to its captivating spiritual and historical charm. Sinai is remarkably known for its stunning natural beauty and many landscapes. The peninsula boasts breathtaking coastal areas featuring pristine waters and vibrant coral reefs perfect for avid divers. Well-known diving spots, like the ones in Sharm el-Sheikh, are famous for their lively marine life and clear underwater visibility. The Sinai Peninsula is an extraordinary place that draws in visitors from all walks of life. Number 15. Abydos. The old city of Abydos in Upper Egypt is famous for its critical religious and archaeological history. It was a central shrine to Osiris, the god of the dead, and one of the most essential places in ancient Egypt to bury people. One of the most famous buildings in Abydos is the Temple of Seti I, which was built by Pharaoh Seti I in the 13th century BCE and was meant to honor Osiris. People know the temple for its detailed carvings and writings that tell much about religious customs and royal symbols from that time. On the temple walls are detailed pictures of the ruler giving gifts to Osiris and other gods. Abydos is also famous for its holy necropolis, where many kings and influential people from the early dynasties were buried. Number 14. New Cairo. New Cairo was a planned city to help ease the overcrowding in Cairo. It's a big deal and shows how Egypt is working on improving its urban development strategy. New Cairo, situated about 45 kilometers east of central Cairo, was developed to tackle the problems of overcrowding and insufficient infrastructure in the capital city. The city has been carefully planned to provide modern amenities, spacious residential areas, and plenty of green spaces. It's all about creating a comfortable and enjoyable environment for the people here. The area includes a variety of sectors, such as commercial, administrative, and educational zones, all equipped with top-notch facilities. The development of New Cairo is focused on accommodating the expected population growth. Projections suggest that by 2050, it could be home to approximately 6.5 million people. We're excited about this planned growth. It will greatly reduce the strain on Cairo's infrastructure and create a more balanced urban expansion. Number 13. Historical figures. Egypt's history is filled with incredible individuals who have greatly influenced its vibrant legacy. Let's talk about Cleopatra VII, the final ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom. She was known for her impressive political skills and romantic relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These relationships had a significant impact on both Egypt and Rome. Hey there! So, Tutankhamun, this young pharaoh who didn't rule for very long, became super famous when his tomb was found. And get this, the tomb was almost entirely intact. Inside, they found all sorts of priceless artifacts and got a glimpse into how the ancient Egyptians used to bury their dead. Pretty cool, huh? Imhotep, the brilliant mind behind the step pyramid of Djoser, is hailed as both an architect and physician. He is widely recognized as one of Egypt's earliest polymaths, revered for his remarkable contributions to medicine and architecture.
Now, I'm looking at a structure that looks like a staircase, yes?
Yes, because the pharaohs were believing, after the death, the soul wanna climb the stairs.
But this was the first time that anyone had ever thought of doing this,
That's
yes?
right. This is why we believe Imhotep was a genius architect.
Ramses II, or Ramses the Great, is quite the character. He's famous for his incredible building projects, like the magnificent temples at Abu Simbel. And let's remember his impressively long reign during the New Kingdom. Quite the legacy. Number 12. Alexandria. Did you know that Alexandria, founded by Alexander the Great in 331 BCE, is considered one of the most important cities in ancient history? Pretty cool. This vibrant city swiftly emerged as a thriving hub of culture and intellectual pursuits, situated along Egypt's beautiful Mediterranean coast. Hey there! Did you know that the Lighthouse of Alexandria was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? It was famous for its incredible height and innovative architecture, helping sailors navigate their way into the busy harbor. Pretty cool. Let's talk about the Library of Alexandria, a legendary place considered the ultimate hub of knowledge in ancient times. The place was filled with various texts from different cultures, attracting scholars and philosophers from all over. The city's vibrant intellectual and cultural scene became a knowledge and innovation hub. Even though the library and lighthouse are no longer standing, their impact on Alexandria's ancient history remains significant. Number 11. Egyptian hieroglyphs. Egyptian hieroglyphs are an exciting and challenging way to write, and they are essential for learning about the culture of ancient Egypt. This complicated writing system was used from about 3100 BCE to the 4th century CE. It uses both logographic and alphabetic parts to use pictures and symbols to communicate ideas. Hieroglyphs were primarily used in religious books, monuments, and tombs. They were used for both decoration and communication. They often showed gods, pharaohs, and holy texts on building walls, pyramids, and statues. This system of pictures was used to record and keep alive critical historical events, religious routines, and funeral customs. They reveal important things about Egyptian beliefs and society. With over 700 marks, hieroglyphs are very complicated. They show things, animals, and people, each representing a sound or an idea. Number 10. Egyptian Museum in Cairo. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo, which opened in 1902, is one of the most famous places in the world to see old Egyptian artifacts. It has more than 120,000 things on display, such as statues, mummies, and artifacts from many dynasties. The riches of Tutankhamun, like his famous gold mask and sarcophagus, are some of its most well-known displays. They reveal much about how Egyptians buried their dead and how royal life worked. It has been an essential place for Egyptology for a long time, and both experts and tourists visit it. However, the move to the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is currently being built near the Giza pyramids, is a significant change. When it opens in a few years, this brand new building will house the museum's massive collection in a cutting-edge setting, making the experience of visitors better and protecting Egypt's cultural heritage. Number 8. Great Sphinx of Giza. The Giza Plateau is home to the stately Great Sphinx of Giza, a well-known symbol of ancient Egypt. This colossal statue was made from a single piece of limestone. It has a lion's body and a person's head, and it is thought to represent the pharaoh Khafra. It is about 20 meters tall and 73 meters long, and the Sphinx's grandeur and mysterious face fascinate tourists and researchers. It stands guard over the burial complex near the Giza pyramids, representing the guardian role that ancient Egyptians thought would keep the pharaoh's tombs safe. Much research and ideas have been made about how the Sphinx was built, what it's supposed to represent, and how it was used. Number 7. Western Desert. The Western Desert in Egypt is a vast and dry area that covers about 700,000 square kilometers. The desert has few people living in it and rough terrain. It also has a lot of different geological forms and landscapes. The White Desert is one of its most exciting features. It is known for its strange, chalky rock forms that look like sculptures on the sands. The wind and water have shaped these formations into a strange and exciting environment. The Western Desert also has the Black Desert, named for its dark volcanic rocks, and the oasis of Siwa, famous for its lush plants and cultural importance. Even though it is hard, the Western Desert has a lot of beautiful nature and ancient sites that show how different Egypt's landscapes are beyond the Nile. Number 6. City of the Dead. The City of the Dead in Cairo, also called Karat al-Ain, is an exciting and one-of-a-kind urban area that used to be a graveyard but is now a lively neighborhood. This necropolis, several kilometers long, was built to bury people in the Middle Ages and has many tombs and mausoleums. But over time, the area has become a busy neighborhood with thousands of people living near the graves. The fact that the City of the Dead went from being a graveyard to a place where people live shows how the people who live in Cairo have adjusted to their environment. The people there have turned tombs into houses and public areas, making the community unique and close. Number 5. Giza Pyramids. You can find the Giza Pyramids on the Giza Plateau, close to Cairo. They are one of the most famous and lasting images of ancient Egypt. These huge buildings were built during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom as elaborate tombs for the pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the Pyramid of Khufu, or Cheops, is the oldest and most significant of the three. It is about 146 meters tall and was once covered in white limestone that sparkled. The Egyptians were very good at building things and had strong religious views. The pyramids were built to help the pharaohs get to the afterlife. They are famous worldwide because of their vast size, accuracy, and the secrets surrounding how they were built. Even after thousands of years of study, the exact techniques used to build these massive structures are still debated and fascinating today. Number 4. Flag of Egypt. Egypt's flag, adopted in 1984, has a unique design with red, white, and black horizontal stripes representing a different part of the country's past and values. The red stripe stands for the fight for freedom and the lives that were lost in that fight. The black stripe represents Egypt's darkness and the end of oppression, while the white line represents peace and a fresh start. The country's flag has a golden eagle of Saladin in the middle of a white stripe. An eagle is a sign of power and bravery, and this one has a scroll in its talons that says, Arab Republic of Egypt. The flag's design shows Egypt's journey through its revolutionary past by focusing on unity, pride, and the hopes of its people. Number 3. Mosques. Egypt has a lot of beautiful churches that show off its Islamic history and architectural skills. The Alabaster Mosque, also called the Mosque of Muhammad Ali, is a well-known structure in Cairo's citadel. It was finished in 1848, and its beautiful white marble facade and grand dome are an ode to Muhammad Ali Pasha's rule through Ottoman architecture. The Ibn Tulun Mosque, built by Ahmad ibn Tulun in 879 CE, is another essential mosque. It is famous for its big courtyard, unique spiral minaret, and impressive use of brickwork. It is one of Cairo's oldest mosques, still standing.
Architecture that's not flashy, it's not glitzy, it's an architecture that does not have colors in its decoration, no tiles, no paintings. It's all very pure.
The Al-Azhar Mosque is one of the world's oldest and most famous Islamic buildings. It was built in 970 CE. It has been a place of learning and scholarship for over 1,000 years and has been very important in the growth of Islamic law and religion. Number 2. Lifestyle. The cost of living in Egypt is low, and the society is lively, making it a popular place for expats. Egypt has a much lower cost of living than many Western countries. Housing, travel, and other daily costs are all reasonable. Services like going out to eat and local utilities are also pretty cheap, which makes for a comfy and budget-friendly way of life. Another great thing about the country is its fresh food. Egypt's diverse agricultural sector grows many fruits and veggies at low prices, so people can always get high-quality, fresh food. Markets and neighborhood bazaars have a wide range of goods, which makes shopping more enjoyable. The nice weather and rich cultural history also make the area lively and exciting for the people there. Number 1. Egyptian wildlife. From the West Nile Delta to the deserts, Egypt's varied landscapes are safe havens for many kinds of wildlife. Some Nile Delta species can live in wet and dry places. One of the most famous birds in Egypt is the Egyptian vulture, which has beautiful white feathers and a sharp beak. However, it is severely endangered. The fennec fox stands out in the deserts because of its big ears and the fact that it only comes out at night, making it great for the harsh conditions. Divers worldwide come to the Red Sea to see its fantastic environment, full of colorful coral reefs and many kinds of fish. Protecting these species and their habitats requires a lot of conservation work. Thank you for coming with us on this trip through Egypt's wonders. If you liked these thoughts, please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting posts. Describe your favorite Egyptian mystery in the space below, and don't forget to check back for our next trip. Have a nice day.